Now on Inside TBT, Christian Watford, you've probably heard his name with For the Win coming after it. He's got some exciting news. Christian, thanks for joining me on the show.
Man, no problem, man. Drew, happy to be here, bro. Happy to be here.
Absolutely. You are here because, as you announced earlier, Indiana has a team in TBT. Finally, it's been a long time coming, Assembly Ball. Let's just start with that. How does it feel that, this is finally coming to fruition?
Man, this feels good, bro. We didn't talk about it. Like I said, I talked about it with my colleagues and my friends and stuff for so long, bro. And it's finally, anytime we can able to really watch things come into fruition, man, and really get a team together, bro. It's been fun. It's been it's obviously has its up and downs, trying to get everybody on the same page with guys playing, overseas and in the NBA. It's just a lot of different things, a lot of moving variables and stuff. But it's been good for us, bro.
We're very happy we could, finally make this happen. And in Indiana, in Indianapolis,
Right.
nonetheless, Assembly Ball will be playing at Hinkle Fieldhouse, which is very cool. What are you expecting fan support to be like in Indy this year?
Man, it's the Hoosier Nation, bro. Anytime we in the Hoosier State, man, I expect things to be packed out. We got a lot of people that gonna support always. I think anytime, you put the candy stripes out there, you put guys that's played at the university. People gonna show up. People gonna support, especially the guys people want to see. These guys are still professional basketball players. Wore those candy stripes and wore that Indiana on the front of their jersey proudly. So I know these fans are gonna come out and support like they always have for us.
Absolutely. The committed players so far, Troy Williams,
Right.
Juwan Morgan, Miller Kopp. That's a good starting trio right there. Obviously, you need about 10 on the team. You
Right.
need five in a starting lineup. I know we can't talk much
Yeah,
about
we
the
got some
rest.
announcements coming. Don't worry. Don't worry. We
Well,
got
I
some
was just
more
gonna
people coming,
say,
but that's definitely a good start, man. Anytime you can get a big, a solid foundation of guys that know what it means to play in the state of Indiana. So, all those guys will look forward to coming back playing, man. So it's gonna be fun.
it's exciting because, as we mentioned, Indiana team playing in Indianapolis, where I'd say majority of Indiana alumni are in Indianapolis. A cool element about TBT is every game ends on a made basket. You, of all people, are familiar with games ending on a make. What do you think of the overall concept of the Elam ending?
Bro, I got a love-hate relationship with the Elam ending, man. I've been, like I said, I played in TBT, obviously. I've been watching it for the last couple of years, bro. It's just it'll break your heart, bro, and it's also the most joyous thing, when you finally get that last bucket and it just, takes that pressure away, man. So it makes TBT very unique, just because every game has to end in it, and it's definitely a system. It's definitely a strategy that you have to take place, messing with the Elam ending for sure.
So you obviously have TBT experience, and I
Uh-huh.
would say most fans in Indianapolis, most Indiana basketball fans, they're diehard basketball fans, so they're familiar with TBT. But for the fans who are just being introduced to it through this Assembly Ball team, what's that intensity like in TBT when every game's do or die, $1 million on the line?
Man, it's crazy, bro. I can talk a little bit, just because I played in the actual championship game with Eberline Drive a few years back, bro. So I just say, man, it's the TBT tournament, bro. It's no joke. It's high level basketball. You got pros from all over the world. It's not just something that's thrown together, some street ball. No, this is a real thing here, bro. And it's high level competition, and man, it's always fun. It's always competitive. And as a basketball player, man, you don't want, especially in the summertime. You got a chance to be on ESPN, play in front of your family and friends, bro. And it's just, a lot of guys coming back stateside to play. It's just fun, man. Anytime you can do that.
You mentioned the intensity. Obviously, you got all the way to the championship. Intensity is elevated to a new level there, but it is single elimination, so only one game is guaranteed for Assembly Ball this summer. However, we did
Right.
we did confirm that round one for Assembly Ball will be the same session as the Butler alumni team, all good dogs. So one ticket gets you in to see the Butler alumni team and the Indiana alumni team. How special will that opening night be to have both fan bases in Hinkle? Really, matchups to be determined, but really just putting on a show for Indianapolis.
Oh man, it's special, man. I mean, this is the Hoosier state. This is the basketball state, bro. It's Indiana. I know it's going to be packed. I know a lot of people going to be out supporting, and I think it's just special to have those two teams competing under the same roof. Whenever we did, such thing as the Crosswood Classics, where we had, all the Indiana schools, Butler, IU, Notre Dame, and Purdue under the same roof, it's always been crazy, man. So I don't expect nothing less.
Yeah, you mentioned that the Purdue alumni will be there as well. We will see what that team looks like and what the whole region looks like. We got to talk a little non-TBT though, because
Right.
obviously you're a Hoosier guy. You're not playing this year, but you
Right.
still got some thoughts on Indiana basketball. I need to hear your three guys in Indiana history that you'd pick Elam ending, next bucket wins. Who do you want Indiana history with the ball in their hands?
Indiana history or just guys I played with? I mean, that's a tough one. That's a tough. Which one you want?
Why don't we go one all-time Hoosier and one guy you played with?
If I had to go one all-time Hoosier, obviously I'd probably go Isaiah Thomas. Just good, this guy that's probably, I don't want to say the greatest to come because we have so many great players to come through there. But as far as the clutch gene and making, probably Isaiah Thomas and just the guy I played with. Oh man, that's a tough one, bro. I played with some great players. Obviously, Victor Oladipo, Cody Zeller, a lot of different Jordan Holes, a lot of different guys that made big time shots, bro. So that's a tough one as well. I throw that into anybody.
I think what would be a hell of a matchup would be next bucket wins, Elam ending game on the line, Isaiah Thomas on offense, Oladipo's guarding him on defense. I don't know who's coming out on top of that. Oladipo's a dog.
I don't know. I don't know who gonna win that one, but that would be tough. That'll be a great one.
So the TBT, last question for you, TBT attendance record. Talk about a matchup we'd want to see. TBT attendance record, 7,202. Two-part question. One, do you think the Indiana fans can break that record in that first session? And then question number two is, what do you think the attendance would look like if we not only had Indiana and Butler in the same session, but they were playing each other, all good dogs versus assembly ball?
Oh man, that'd be wild. If I'm not mistaken, the last time I played him, I may have lost to Butler at the buzzer in obviously it's Cambridge now, but bro, I definitely know we'll break that record. That's 7,000. I expect probably I don't know how many. I don't even want to put a cap on it just because the Indiana fans, bro, are just so so supportive of what we've done throughout the years, man. So I definitely see that. If obviously if things line up that way, I expect it to be packed, sold out, standing room only type environment for sure.
Well, some cool potential matchups coming down the pipeline this summer, but the biggest thing that we're here talking about is Indiana finally has a TBT team, assembly ball. I got a ton of friends who are going to be fired up about this, but nothing compares to, I'm sure, the amount of friends that you have that are going to be fired up about this. We're looking forward to it. Any message to Hoosier Nation, Indiana faithful before we get you out of here?
Man, just stay tuned to the updates. We got a lot of different guys coming. We're going to access that transfer portal too. Obviously, it's a new day and age. We're going to access the transfer portal. Not everybody, will have been probably played at IU. Obviously, the thing is to win. So we're gonna have a lot of say so and a lot of input on things that happen, man. So you guys stick with us, stay tuned. Follow us on all social medias. Assembly Ball, baby. We on the way.
I love it. Well, there you go. Christian, thanks for coming on. This has been great. Get you in person too during TBT. Talk about, what the team actually looks like. Maybe have you come on once we got, 7 or 8 guys committed. But right now it's a great start and fans should be excited. Big things coming.
Sir. Yes, sir. I appreciate you, Andrew, for sure, man. It's been a pleasure.